My dear all aspirants, let me confirm the key and solutions of the chemistry paper which is given in TS Ecet 2023. So get clarity here. If you have any objections, so you can approach, but in chemistry there is no scope for any objections. So let me confirm the key here. Question number 76. The values of azimuthal and principal quantum numbers respectively for an electron that is present in 4D. 4D. We know pretty clear the azimuthal quantum number value for various subshells SPDF is for S azimuthal quantum number value is 0, for P azimuthal quantum number value is 1, for D 2, for F 3 here. So since it is D here, azimuthal quantum number value is 2 here. The main orbit, the principal quantum number value is clearly n is equal to 4 here, 4th orbit. So L is equal to n is equal to, he asked the order here, first azimuthal and then principal quantum number. Azimuthal is 2 and principal quantum number 4. 2 and 4, where it is here? Option 3 here. Option 3 is the right answer. Question number 77. Which of the following molecule has ionic bonding? So methyl chloride. So this is covalent bond. This molecule forms covalent bond. Carbon dioxide molecule forms covalent bond. Here CH3OH, so methyl hydroxide, it forms what here? Covalent bond. But MgO gives rise to what here? Mg plus 2 plus O minus 2. So this forms ionic bond. This forms ionic bond. So anyone he asked about which molecule has ionic bonding means here, out of these given 4 molecules, magnesium oxide forms ionic bond. So fourth one is right answer. What is oxidation number in carbon in formaldehyde? So HCHO, the chemical formula for formaldehyde HCHO, otherwise we can write it as what here? CH2O. Then what is the oxidation number of carbon here? So we don't know oxidation number of carbon here. Assume here X, and for each hydrogen we have oxidation number of +1. For oxygen we have oxidation number is -2. So here 1 carbon, so 1 into X plus 2 hydrogens are there. 2 into each hydrogen is having oxidation state of +1, and for 1 oxygen we have oxidation state is -2, but the net charge is here 0. So equate this to 0 here. So X plus 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. 2 minus 2 gets cancelled. X is equal to 0. So the oxidation state of carbon in formaldehyde is simply 0. Option 3 is the right answer. The molarity of a solution containing 9 grams of glucose in 500 grams of water is, actually in this question he need to ask about molality. Why? Because here he has mentioned the solvent in terms of weight here grams. So he should ask molality actually, but molality almost what is same. So numerically, so here okay, I am going to find molality only. Molality is equal to number of moles of solute. Number of moles of solute divided by number of kilograms of what is solvent. So what happened here? Number of moles of solute is nothing but weight of the solute. Weight of solute is 9 by molecular mass is 180 divided by kilograms of solvent. Whatever 500 grams means here 500 by 1000. 500 by 1000. So what happened here? 9 by 180 into 1000 by 500. So 500 1 ja, 500 2 ja. So 2 1 ja, 2 9 ja. 9 by 90 means here 9 1 ja, 9 10 ja. So finally we got here 1 by 10. 1 by 10 means here 0.1. 0.1 molal actually. So 0.1 is the answer. Prussian blue colloid is simply Prussian blue colloid is here potassium ferrocyanide. Potassium ferrocyanide is Prussian blue colloid here. So where we have the potassium ferrocyanide, clearly we have potassium ferrocyanide in option C. Option 3 is the right answer. Question number 81. Which of the following anions is the strongest base? Actually, if you see all the 4 options, ClO minus, ClO3 minus, ClO2 minus, ClO4 minus, in each radical we have chlorine as well as oxygen. If we compare chlorine as well as oxygen, oxygen is more electronegative. Oxygen is more electronegative than chlorine. Then what will happen? Oxygen attracts the electrons of chlorine. In that case, what happens here? When oxygen attracts electrons from the chlorine atom, the positive charge on chlorine atom will get increased. As the number of oxygen atom increases, the positive charge on chlorine atoms will get what increases. In that case, what will happen? The tendency of accepting proton will get what here reduced. Actually, according to Bronsted-Lowry, the substance that accepts proton is a base. Bronsted base, the substance that accepts the proton means H plus. Right here, what is happening? If number of oxygen atom increases, what will happen here? The positive charge on chlorine will be increased, so that the tendency of accepting proton increases, so that the base nature decreases, so that as number of oxygen atoms is more here, the tendency of accepting proton is less in ClO2 minus, ClO3 minus, ClO4 minus here. As the number of oxygen atoms is less here, there will be more negative charge on what here? Chlorine. And so that what will happen, here the tendency of accepting proton is more for ClO minus, so that it is strongest base according to Bronsted-Lowry theory. ClO minus is the strongest base. The pH of 10 power minus 9 molar, actually H plus ion concentration of clearly HCl is given here. HCl solution concentration given, what are 10 power minus 9 molar, means what it is, we can write just 0.01 into 10 power minus 7. So actually this is H plus ion concentration of hydrochloric acid. But generally we know, if you find directly pH value of this one, we are getting what 9. But for acidic solution, pH value is always less than 7. It means that it is diluted. It is what it should be. So here it is diluted solution. Then if HCl is added to water, then what will happen? Total H plus ion concentration is equal to here H plus ion concentration of the HCl plus H plus ion concentration of the water. So what happened? H plus ion concentration of HCl already what here? 0.01 into 10 power minus 7 plus for water is neutral here. So it is 10 power minus 7. Then what it should be what here? 1.01 into, if you add 10 power minus 7. Then what about pH value? pH value is minus log of H plus ion concentration. So minus log of H plus ion concentration of 1.01 into 10 power minus 7, which is equal to which is 6.9. 6.9 means it is lying in between what? 6 and 7. So option 4 is the right answer. Question number 83. Which one of the following is a renewable energy source? Very clear here. Petroleum, natural gas, coal. These resources once used, they will be exhausted. But here windmills, what here we use natural wind here. Wind is always available, right? So it is a renewable energy source. But petroleum is not renewable. Once you use petroleum resource will be exhausted. Like even natural gas and coal also. These are the fossil fuels. So here windmill is a renewable energy source. Which of the following gas is responsible for depletion of the ozone layer? Actually, for depletion of ozone layer, chlorofluorocarbons are responsible. Chlorofluorocarbons are responsible. Here, where we have here we have chlorofluorocarbon. So dichlorofluoromethane. This one here. So here CF2Cl2. This is what chlorofluorocarbon. Simply this is chlorofluorocarbon. So simply this name is what here? Dichlorofluoromethane. So it is responsible for depletion of the ozone layer in the atmosphere, CF2LF2. So here if you consider the structure here, around 1 carbon, 2 fluorines and 2 chlorines are there. Chlorofluoromethane, CF2Cl2. The exhausted permutate is regenerated by percolating through it a solution of. Generally here, permutate is a zeolite from an artificial source. So permutate is generally used for removal of hotness of the water, means it is used for softening of the water. So the exhausted permutate is generally regenerated by 10% sodium chloride solution. So check the options here. Where is it? Sodium chloride is given in here option 3. The exhausted permutate is generally regenerated by percolating through it a solution of sodium chloride. During reverse osmosis, see, osmosis is nothing but here, it is the movement of the water through a semi-permeable membrane. Reverse osmosis is opposite process of the osmosis which is used for the purification of the water. Reverse osmosis generally represented as RO. So nowadays we are purchasing water filters. In every filter we have the RO process, RO filter. So reverse osmosis, during reverse osmosis what will happen, pure water is pushed through the semi-permeable membrane. So it is a reverse process of the osmosis. Which of the following is a weak electrolyte here? So clearly here, hydrochloric acid is a strong acid, sulfuric acid is a strong acid, sodium hydroxide is a strong base. Generally strong acids as well as strong bases will dissociate perfectly into ions in aqueous solution, whereas CHCCOH, acetic acid, is a weak acid, so it will not perfectly dissociate, and the decomposition of the degree of decomposition of the dissociation of this acetic acid is simply less when compared with the given options here. So acetic acid, since acetic acid is a weak acid, it is a weak electrolyte. When 2 amperes of current is passed through copper sulfate solution for 10 minutes, the amount of copper deposited is. So here we will use Faraday's first law of electrolysis here. So according to Faraday's first law of electrolysis, M is equal to Z into I into T here. So where M is mass of the ions deposited over the surface of the electrode, Z is electrochemical equivalent, I is current passing through the electrolyte solution, T is the time here. So again here electrochemical equivalent is nothing but equivalent weight by Faraday constant into I into T. Equivalent weight of the copper means here it is weight weight of the copper, how much here? Atomic weight of the copper 63.5 by its valency means here 2 here 2. So 63.5 by 2, by 2, and Faraday constant is generally 96,500 coulombs. So 96,500 coulombs into current is here 2 amperes. T is 10 means 10 into 60. So 0 cancel, 0 cancel, 2 cancel here. 63.5 into 6 by 965 means here 6 5s are 30, 0.63s are 18 plus 3 means here 21, 6 6 are 36 plus 3, 38, 381 by 0.0 by 965 means that it simply will get here 0.394 grams. The 0.394 grams. So option 2 is the right answer. Composition of nichrome alloy is, generally nichrome is an alloy which is used in what? Simply heating elements, soldering irons. So in heating element generally we use nichrome alloy. Nichrome is composition of what here? Nickel 78%, chromium 20% and iron 2%. Option 2 is the right answer. In the froth flotation method, pine oil is, for what purpose you use pine oil means here? Pine oil is used to improve the properties of the minerals. Pine oil improves the wetting properties of the minerals so that they will get wet very quickly, so that the foam will be formed in a quick manner. So generally the pine oil is used as a frother. And how it improves the wetting properties of the minerals means here by reducing the surface tension of the solution. So here so it decreases the surface tension of the solution. By decreasing the surface tension of the solution, it will improve the wetting properties of the mineral particles. During electrochemical corrosion in acidic environment, hydrogen gas evolves in the form of bubbles near the cathode. So hydrogen evolution takes place here. Option 1 is the right answer. The process of coating of iron with zinc metal is known as, generally we do coat zinc metal over the surface of the other metals. Why do we coat zinc on other metal surface means here this zinc coating will act as a protecting layer against corrosion generally. So to avoid the corrosion, simply the metal surface are coated with zinc. This process is known as galvanizing. Bakelite is prepared by the condensation polymerization of what? See, generally bakelite is the commercial name. It is a polymer which is obtained by the polymerization of phenol as well as formaldehyde. By the polymerization of phenol and formaldehyde, we are forming a polymer which is known as its commercial name is what? Bakelite. So option 1 is the right answer. The trade name of the polymer coated on non-stick utensils is Teflon. See here. So if you go to any cookware shop, means when you are going to purchase pans or cooking vessels like cookers here, the bottoms are generally coated with what here? Coated with the Teflon, non-sticky. When you are cooking, when you are making dosas, everything here, so the bottom should be non-sticky. In that case, the bottoms are coated with the Teflon. So clearly, non-sticky utensils here will provide with what? Teflon. Octane number of petrol that consists of 20:80 mixture of N-heptane and 2,2,4 trimethyl pentane is dash. See here, 20% of N-heptane is present, 80% of the 2,2,4 trimethyl pentane is present here. See this 2,2,4 trimethyl pentane is also known as what? Isooctane. Actually, what is meant by octane number? As the name itself indicates, it is the percentage of the octane that present in the fuel. Percentage of the isooctane that present. So what is the, see, percentage of the isooctane nothing but percentage of the 2,2,4 dichlorometane. What is the percentage of the 2,2,4 trimethyl pentane means 80. So since the percentage of the 2,2,4 trimethyl pentane, since the percentage of the isooctane is 80, its octane number is 80. Producer gas is a mixture of, generally producer gas is a mixture of carbon monoxide and nitrogen gas. So this one, see, producer hydrogen gas, hydrogen means water gas means here carbon monoxide plus water. Carbon monoxide plus water. Carbon monoxide plus water plus methane, that is known as coal gas. So anyhow here asked about producer gas, so which is nothing but a combination of carbon monoxide as well as the nitrogen gas. For the following cell reaction, see here, he has given this reaction. So Fe converted to Fe plus 2 means here 2 electrons were lost, means this Fe undergoes oxidation. So that's why this will act as what? An anode. So the metal which undergoes oxidation will be selected as what? Anode. And now iron is anode here. Nickel, Ni plus 2 gives rise to Ni. So nickel plus 2 has accepted 2 electrons, means here it has undergone reduction, accepting electrons, nothing but here reduction. So the metal that undergoes reduction is selected as what? A cathode. Now iron is anode and nickel is cathode here. So here he has mentioned see here EMFs are mentioned here. EMFs Fe plus 2 Fe means here Fe plus 2 to Fe means it is reduction. So reduction electrode potential Rep is equal to how much here? Minus 0.440 volts. Anyhow, Fe means that this is anode, right? Anode. And here EMF for cathode. EMF for cathode is what here? EMF for cathode here is Ni plus 2 by Ni here. Again here Ni plus 2 Ni means he has given what here? Reduction electrode potential how much here? Minus 0.250 volts. Generally the EMF of this cell is given by what here? EMF of the cathode minus EMF of the anode. So what is the EMF of the cathode here? We need to consider both. Either you take both reduction electrode potentials or both oxidation electrode potentials. So minus 0.250 minus of EMF of anode. What is the anode is? Minus 0.440. So what will happen here? Minus 0.250 plus 0.440 is equal to what here? 0.190 volts plus. Where it is here? It is given in option 2. Option 2 is the right answer. In hydrogen oxygen fuel cell, the reaction at cathode is clearly mentioned in the option itself. Oxygen plus 4 hydrogen plus 4 electron gives rise to 2H2O. This reaction takes place usually at cathode in hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. Which of the following statement is true about the smoke? See here, smoke is nothing but here smoke plus fog. Smoke plus fog. See the combination. So it forms your smog. Short form is what here? Smog. Smog is the combination of smoke plus derived from two words, smoke and fog. Where it is here? It is given option 4. See, BOD and COD stands for it. So they relate to generally pollution. BOD means biological oxygen demand and COD means chemical oxygen demand, clearly given in option 1. So that's it. So that's it, my dear aspirants. So this is the key of questions for the subject chemistry which were asked in TS Ecet 2023. So no objections are observed here. No no queries here. Clearly the key is confirmed. Please go to that key and you get clarity about your scores. I wish you good luck and all the best.